all the negative things in your life, all the negative situations that you haven't liked, all the people that show up and that make you feel a certain way, just plain having these feelings, everything negative, I think, is meant to teach you. It's all meant to teach you some lesson. Even a negative feeling in itself, you're not supposed to be that way forever. And that's how people get sick and they die. It's because they're killing themselves from the inside out. You're not meant to be negative. You're not meant to have this negative feeling forever. You're not meant to feel these ungood feelings, these untrue feelings. So these negative things that happen in your life, they're all meant to teach you something. They're all meant to show you your own power. They're meant for you to overcome. They're meant for you to raise your own consciousness. They're meant for you to be aware of the fact that you can change any part of your life that you want to change. Nothing is permanent, right? Even your own life here on earth. Anyone can be completely healthy, completely happy, but they won't live forever, right? Their consciousness might, because it's an essence. It's not a physical thing like the rest of the world. But being, right, the body that you have, everything, nothing lasts forever. And that's really prevalent in people who are unhappy, and you can see in their face that they're unhappy. You can see in their eyes and in their body how they carry themselves. You can see by their expression. My point is that these negative feelings, these negative things that happen to you and that you feel, they don't last forever. So whatever you're dealing with right now, that you feel powerless, or if you feel angry, you feel resentful towards someone or towards a situation, if you feel traumatized, if you feel frustrated or sad or depressed, it's all, now that you have that awareness of that feeling, it's meant to teach you that you can overcome that. That negativity is the opposite of the good thing that you should be feeling. And to achieve the highest anything in life, to achieve, it's not necessarily meant to be achieved, but to achieve things like enlightenment, to achieve fulfillment in your life, to be happy, to be at peace, to be all these things, you can't be at peace and also depressed, right? They're the complete opposite, but you're meant to be, you're meant to be the higher of the two. You're always meant to be the highest. You're meant to achieve the highest. And that's how you be your highest self, is by overcoming all these negative things that happen in your life. Nothing is happening to you, okay? You're not like a rock, for example. A rock exists, right? It has a consciousness of itself. Otherwise, rocks wouldn't be anything. Rocks exist, right? But rocks can only change in the ways that they're impacted by, the ways that they're affected by the things outside of them. They have no essence of their own. They have no means of change. They can only change by the things outside of them. They can only change by conforming to what's happening to them. But we're not like that. Humans aren't meant to be like that. You feel, you have these emotions, you experience these good things and these bad things, these highs and lows. You experience them to overcome them, to realize your own power, to realize your own ability to choose and to take control over what you want to experience. So that being said, everything is a choice. It's a choice to be happy. It's a choice to be unhappy. It's a choice to be sick. It's a choice to be healthy. It's a choice to be poor. It's a choice to be rich. You want to have the best of everything in life, and you got to see the best of everything in life. The richest people in the world, they're not affected when someone looks at them funny down the road. They're not affected by, the little things in life where, like, they get a dent on their car. It's like, it doesn't matter. They're not affected by, when a bill shows up, they don't feel stressed. They feel fine, not only because they have money, but they're not focused on the lack of money. If you see a bill, change your mind into, I'm receiving this thing, don't let it be negative right away, but I'm receiving this thing because I have the means to abide by it, or whatever it is. Don't let things take away your power of choice. Don't let it take away your control so quickly. And that's, when you panic about things, when you let things stress you out, when you let things make you depressed, or anything in life, you're letting that, it's killing you. It's going to kill you. You're killing yourself from the inside out by choosing negativity. You're choosing to see the negative things. You get past these things in your life by realizing that feeling. You be aware and present in the moment, realize how you're feeling, and you change it to the opposite. You let go of whatever narrative you were holding before that made you feel that negative thing, and you turn it into something positive. And then you live as if nothing else has ever been true for you except for this good thing. And that's how you live your life. That's how you keep growing and growing and growing and getting higher and higher and higher. You only see the good in everything, and you have to. You have to be love. You have to see love in everything. You have to realize that we all come from the same, everything that you experience, all these things around you, all the people in your life, every single thing that you experience in your world, it all comes, it's all from you, first of all. It's all you pushed out, but also everything comes from the same being. We all come from this one thing, the thing that makes our hearts beat, the thing that puts air in our lungs, the thing that lets us breathe and exist without having to think about it, the thing that gives us thoughts. This essence, the spirit of being, this spirit, it exists through us so that it can experience all of these things. You're meant to, you wouldn't know you wouldn't know what good feels like if you didn't have the bad, right? But you're not meant to sit in that bad. You're not meant to sit in any negativity. You're meant to be aware of it and then overcome it, right? And that's how you keep growing. You're meant to be present in every moment, to recognize how you're feeling and where you are, and to change it, to realize your own power. You have to. Otherwise you sit in your own filth. You're killing yourself from the inside out. And no one deserves that. So see the good, see the love. You want more money? See the abundance of money that you have now. See, and take everything off of a pedestal too. We want to achieve all these things because we don't have it now. If you take it off the pedestal and you believe that you have it now, it's no longer something that's unachievable. It just is. The things themselves that we're after, the cars or the money or the, whatever it is, these things have no essence of their own. They have no life. They're just things. These things only exist to be experienced. They don't exist to, they have no life of their own. They can't be anything. So you have to take them off of this pedestal as if it's something that's unachievable to you. You're meant to have these things. You're meant to have whatever you want, but you can't have them if you don't believe that you can have them. You can't have them if you don't believe that you have it now. You only get there, you only get to that belief by letting go of what you've already believed in the past, letting go of the belief that you've never had these things or that they're hard to have. You got to change your labels about everything. Change your narratives. Let only the good be true. Only believe for yourself that you are love. Only believe that you are abundant. Only believe that you are light. Only believe that you are intelligent, or that you are healthy, or that you are beautiful. Whatever it is, let that be the only belief. Those are the purest, those are the highest goods. That's the best that you can have. And those good things in life that make you feel those good things, they only come from having that, from believing that you are those things and believing that you can have those things. That's why homeless people don't have money or a home, because they don't believe for themselves that they have those things. Once you start to believe these things for yourself and you start living as if if you start living as if nothing else has ever been true for you, you start thinking from these things instead of them. And that's going to change the way that you do things. And that's how you start achieving the things that you want in life, is that you have to change the place that it all comes from. You have to change your concepts. Let go of all these things that are keeping you who you have been for however long it's been that you're seeing this. I don't know, but you have to let go. You would lose nothing by letting go of these things that don't serve you. You're holding on to all this negativity. You're holding on to all these narratives. You're holding on to all these old feelings and all these old thoughts and situations that happened and things that people did to you and all these things. If you're not learning from them and you're just holding on to that negativity, if you're not choosing to learn from them, you're letting that sit inside of you. It's creating sickness. It's creating depression. It's creating disease, dis-ease. It's creating unhealthiness in your body and in your life. That's what you're going to keep experiencing if you're just letting it be there. You're not doing anything about it. So you have to be aware of it. That's why you need present moment awareness, is to be aware of what you're feeling in every moment, so that when these bad things do come up, you can learn from them. You're not letting them sit there and grow sickness and grow like all these negative things, because then you start projecting that outward to everyone in your world. You project it onto other people. You're spreading the disease. You're not seeing all the life is just passing you by. You're not seeing all these great things around you because you're not letting yourself. All these little seeds of negativity from all the things that have happened to you, they're sprouting, and you gotta cut them off. Get them out of there. You only do that by seeing them, being aware of them, being aware that it's there, right? But don't sit in it. Don't let it stay there. Just be aware of it. And you can think about, what did this teach me? How can I grow from this? How can I learn from this? What is this showing me about myself that I didn't already know? And there's always something to be learned from every single person in your life, every single situation, every event, everything and everything. You're here to experience. You're here to learn. You're here to grow. And you have to do that by being aware. Being aware of where you are. You have to fail. These things are going to happen. You are going to feel bad sometimes. You are going to trip. You're going to trip up. Life happens. But what makes you a failure is tripping and then staying on the ground and just deciding, I'm going to stay here because it just can't get any worse. Or, just staying there, choosing to do nothing with this knowledge that you're being given. Choosing to do nothing with this experience that you're being given, the experience of life. It is so special to be alive. It's so special to have the power to choose. You are a powerful being. You're already successful. You're already healthy. You're already loving. You're already everything that you want to be. It's only your lack of believing it for yourself that's keeping it from you. The second that you believe something and you act as if nothing else has been true for you, you only believe the thing that you want to be, who's going to stop you? What's going to stop you? Absolutely nothing. If you have people in your life, if you start being something and then people in your life start treating you differently, first of all, that's a good thing. That means that it is true. And you're no longer on that frequency of being what you were before. If people start seeing changes in you, something's working, right? If your thoughts are changing, it's working. It's that simple. You just have to believe it. And as soon as you believe it, you can have it. You can have anything. You can be anything. It is more than a promise. It's the way of, that's how you live. That's how you be. That's how you make the most of your life, is to learn from it and to be it. You can change at any moment. At any moment, you can choose to be what you want to be, but you have to let go of the past. Let go of everything that you've believed before, because that's keeping you as who you are now. So if you want to be anything or anyone else, if you want to have a different life, you got to change. You got to choose. Choose to let go of the things that aren't serving you. In my mind, when I'm making this, the people that see this they're already what they want to be. In my world, in my mind, the reality that I'm experiencing is that everyone in my life is fulfilled. Everyone in my life is happy. Everyone in my life has the best of everything. They get the best of everything. They're truly at peace. They are successful. They are healthy. They're beautiful. Everyone in my world is beautiful. I don't see a single ugly, negative thing in my world. Never. But that was a choice. And that's something I've been working on, that like unconsciously since forever. Like I've just been this person. But there are things that I'm choosing to see now. I'm choosing to let be true because I can just let go of whatever's in the past, whatever I've believed. You can't go back into the past and change something, right? You can't physically be there and change it. You can change the narrative, you can change the story in your mind of what happened, and that can make you feel better. That's meant to change how you feel, okay? Again, something to learn from so that you can experience life in its fullest, but you can't go back and change it. And you can't jump to the future either and be in the future. You have to bring that vision of whatever you want, you have to bring it to here now. You have to be it now. Because if it's not happening now, then when? If not now, then when? You have to be it now. Bring it here. Be it. Give it life by being it right now. Let your world change. Let yourself change. Let everything change. You're not meant to be sick. You're not meant to be unhealthy or poor or unhappy or depressed or resentful or distracted. Anything that is low vibrational, like that your mind is literally functioning at a lower level. It's, like there's no, that's a whole different thing. Yeah, you have to bring those experiences to right now. Let nothing else be true for you except for what you want to be. Bob Proctor says I think Bob Proctor, he said something like, expect what you do want and don't expect what you don't want. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time thinking about what other people are going to think of you. If you feel like someone's going to think something negatively of you, you have to change them in your mind. Change it in your mind. You say, nope, that person's never been, I don't even know how it feels to be embarrassed. I don't even know how it feels to be anxious. Nope. And let that be true for you. You have to stick with it. And it takes practice for it to become a way of being, but it is so much better than being small and being everything that's not love. It makes no sense to sit and choose to be unhappy and to kill yourself. That's not the way to live. That's all though. That's all I wanted to say, was just that you can have it all now, that you already are everything that you want to be. All you have to do is believe it for yourself. All you have to do is see it. See all the love in your world. See all the abundance. See all the light. Be aware of how you're feeling. Be aware of what you're thinking and change those thoughts. Let everything be what you want it to be. Be a chooser. Be a doer. Don't let life happen to you. Don't be a victim. You do not have to be. You don't have to settle for anything. Every single circumstance, every narrative, every person in your life, you can change that. All you have to do is change what you believe about yourself. Change what you believe about the world that you're living in. And roll with it. Roll with it. Let it be completely true. Don't let a single doubt in your mind take away that feeling. What works for me too is to tell myself the thing that, I want to be true or whatever. And then if you have that feeling or a thought that's immediately like, no, that's not true, or something, you'll feel it, right? But that resistance, when you feel that thing, right, those negative things, again, are meant to teach you. They're meant for you to rise above, because once you start getting better and better at swatting those negative thoughts away, you're unstoppable. You can think anything you want, and then you can be anything you want, and then you can have anything that you want. But like I was saying, when that happens, when it comes up, that negative thought or a negative feeling, okay, you have to be aware of it. Don't just shove it back down, because then you're letting it stay inside of you. You're like planting that seed. You're letting it be there, okay? So see it, bring light to it, bring awareness to it, recognize what you're feeling, and then change it. And then I just pound that thought with like 5 positive thoughts. I say, if I wanted to say, what's a thought that comes up? Like for my acne, for example, it started up again, but like, instead of dwelling on it and being like, oh, I have acne or whatever, and like I look gross or whatever, I don't like, it doesn't even feel true for me. I don't even Like, and I don't care really. But like, if I were to take my acne for example, and I'd say, like, whenever I feel my face, or if I ever see it, if I see it and I feel it and I have a negative thought like, oh, this is, I'm ugly, or I'm gross, or whatever my mind tries to tell me, I hit it with, I recognize that feeling and that thought, and I catch it, and I say, no, actually, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have no acne. Or I'm perfectly healthy, and this is, my body's getting rid of whatever I did to make it unhealthy or something. But you just hit it with thoughts like that. For every negative thought, give yourself like 3 to 5 positive thoughts, and you have to keep that going. That's going to build the habit of changing your thoughts. And when you don't believe something to be true, for example, if I were to say that, like, no, this is, what acne? What are you talking about? Or like my body is just getting rid of whatever, or whatever I want to tell myself, and then I'm just having a hard time believing that, because, if someone around you is telling you, like, whoa, like, your acne is really bad or something, in your mind, or in my mind, I would just change that. I'd change it right then and there in my mind. And don't tell the person, right? Don't tell them no, don't fight them on it. But in your mind, while I'm having this conversation with the person, in my mind, I'm thinking, I wouldn't even be thinking about it. I wouldn't even be thinking about my acne because it's not there. I hope this makes sense. Literally everything, though, every negative thought, everything that's not loving to you, you have to change these things. You can change them, but everything is meant to teach you. You're meant to grow. You're meant to experience. Don't ever sit with any negative thought. Don't ever sit with any negative feeling. Everything is always working out for you, always. In my world, in my mind, while I'm making this, the people that see this, in my world, everyone is perfect. Everyone is loving. Everyone is harmonious. Everyone is happy. Everyone is strong and powerful, and they already are what they want to be. To me, you already are what you want to be. Me telling you this, I'm only affirming it to you. I'm not trying to tell you that you need to do anything. I'm telling you right now that in my mind, you're perfect. In my mind, you're perfect. You are everything that you want to be to me. And I don't have to see it. I don't have to know you. I don't have to know you personally. You don't have to be right in front of me. I just know it to be true. Every human, we all have the same mind. We all have the same brain. We all come from the same being. Whether that's God or the universe, or even if you think we're all just humans, we still have the same mind. So to me, you're like me. I am perfect. You're perfect too. In my mind, you're perfect. In my mind, you're loving. In my mind, you're intelligent and stunning. You're everything. You don't need the outside world to tell you this, but I'm just affirming it to you because I already think these things. And I'm not lying. Why would I lie? That's a negative feeling, and it serves me in no way whatsoever. I'm not lying. I have no need to lie. You're perfect. You are everything that you want to be. I wouldn't even say that I hope that anything is going well or whatever. I can't say that anymore because in my mind it is. Everything's going well for you. It makes no sense for me to say I hope when it's already true. Don't look outside of you for that which you are. That's it. That's where I'm going to leave that. But I love you, and I will catch you another time. Bye.